I think for me, there is three different types of volume that I can chase. The first is the highest amount of reps. I could do body weight squats for hundreds of reps throughout the day. Take the bar for sets of 100. That's pretty well it. I think that doing that type of volume is very, very beneficial in terms of recovery, just from the vast amount of blood flow that you can pump to the legs, the muscles, the tendons. I think that type of volume has its place. Maybe at the end of a workout, strip down to the bar and rep it for 100 or so. But what if you do that all the way throughout the day? Chase 300, 400, 500 body weight squats a day. This is something Ivan Durick has done recently, and he's had probably the best squatting period that he's ever had. He's taking 200 kilograms for like 29 days in a row now. But anyways, the second type of volume is one step up from that in weight. And for me, that would be like taking 135 for a set of 50, which I've done that a few times. But I could take like 225 for 20, 135 for, a few sets of 30 or 40, and maybe even down to 95 pounds for like 60, 70 reps. But let me just say that is a very, very uncomfortable workout. It is really hard to get through 2.5-minute sets like that, and I feel like it's kind of hard to sustain. Just that level of output is very, very fatiguing. It's a lot of damage to the legs, especially on top of your singles, maybe some heavier working sets. Coming down and hitting 135 for 50, you're toast, man. And you're going to be feeling that for several days afterwards. But the same argument could be made with, it's kind of restorative for your joints and everything. And I'd say that this may be the best for mobility gains. You're getting a whole lot of practice in, very, very many reps. And you also have weight to sort of push you into the bottom position of the squat. So you're getting, sort of pushed deeper into the squat for, 40 more reps than what you normally would. Now, the last type of volume is the 75 to probably 85, 90% volume that most people say you should work at. This would be like 275 for sets of 10. I don't know. This is like heavy sets of 10, heavy sets of 8, 6, 5, heavy triples. But once you get into triples, you're sort of stepping away from volume. So this is mainly, heavy 10s, heavy 8s, heavy sets of 6. I'm a big fan of heavy 10s. Heavy 10s have, helped me out a lot in my squat progress. And these will make a man out of you too. The sets are nowhere near as long, but you're probably working just as hard if it's a true max set of 10. The only drawback I see with these is the form breakdown. If you stack 300 pounds on your back, your form is going to break down a lot quicker than if you put 45 pounds on your back. And the thing is once your form starts breaking down, you're sort of ingraining that into your CNS. And the risk of injury is a lot higher. Once you start to deviate from that, ideal movement path, and you have over 250 pounds on your back, things can go south really quick. But an argument could be made that those provide, that type of volume provides the best growth. It's the closest to your sport, which is, the heavy singles. So you're constantly visiting the heavier weights. You're dealing with fatigue through the set. I don't know. I think it is something I need to think about here soon, though. 315 is feeling mighty heavy, if you couldn't tell. I'm kind of worried how heavy that moved. I took it for 2 singles, and both of them were sloppy. I really wanted it to, be smooth, clean reps, but I'm not going to hit 315 if it's going to be that dirty. It's just not worth it for me. I don't want to blow my back out again. But that clip you just seen there, that is the before and after. Well, really just the before section of the 5-minute squat for 30-day challenge. I will come back to this a month from now and see if my depth or butt wink or ankle mobility has improved any. I'm hoping that it does. I just sit in the bottom of the squat in the hole for 5 minutes every day, and hopefully we'll see some progress from that. But as for the volume stuff, I think all of them can be beneficial, but I don't know which one is the most sustainable. The 135 for 50, those are some rough sets, man. And there's quite a lot of fatigue in that. But at the same time, if you're hitting, heavy 10s and heavy sets of 6 for, 3 or 4 days a week, the fatigue is going to build on you there. And you could argue that that's going to be worse for your body just because you're experiencing form breakdown a little more. But it is some thoughts. As for today, obviously the top end percentages aren't there today, so I'm probably gonna take the bar for maybe 200 reps today. I'm gonna do some glute bridges and some hip flexor work just to strengthen those areas up, and probably go in and do some push-ups. But that's my thoughts for today. It's tough, man. It's tough. I guess I could run them all 3 at different periods and see what works the best for me. But a lot of what I feel about the squat is how I feel through it. Am I hitting depth? Is everything feeling smooth as it should? Or the joints or the hips mobile? Or the knees bothering me any? And if I have to feel worse to see a higher number on the bar, then I'll be patient. I'm not going to push it. I'll take a healthy body over a higher max. So I'm not sure which one I'll chase next. I am going to spend some time thinking over it, though. Maybe get some feedback from you guys. But as for today, that's all I got. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.